Hey guys, I'm still alive. If you don't know me, my name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2T, C-A-T-T, which stands for Craft All the Things. I used to host a podcast weekly, but I took the summer off, and we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I've had a few people be like, "Are you coming back?" And I've thought about it a ton, and I do want to do it again regularly, but things have gotten like chaotic, like crazy chaotic. Like the kids are getting older and they're getting more involved in things, which means it's not the same. I'm gonna show my age here. It's not the same as when I was a kid, where you walked to your after school activities, or you didn't have as many after school activities. I didn't have like any after school activities. I didn't do sports. I didn't do band or anything. So like my parents didn't have to like drive me everywhere or to do things. I would walk to where I needed to go. I would walk to and from school if I needed to, even though it was over a mile. I could take a bus in certain times and places, but I got myself to where I needed to go 90% of the time. That's not the case here with my children, and it's just not the case. Like they have all these after school activities and they can't get themselves to them because they're far away. So like in order for them to participate in things, then it needs to be me and Jim taking them everywhere and doing things. And to make matters even, like to compress the whole summer into a quick minute, Emily's on robotics. So if you follow me, you know these things. So I'm kind of talking to the people that already know, but welcome if you're new. You'll soon catch up that I'm a little bit just out of sorts and whatever. But I have two kids. And Emily is in robotics. She's been in robotics for the last 2 years, so this will be her third year. And robotics is becoming so popular in our town that the team was full for all the middle schools. All the middle school teams were pretty full, that they formed a new one that encompasses all the middle schools in the area. And so David's now on that team. So it's complicated because now both our kids are in robotics. Same program, different teams. And to make matters a little bit more complex, Jim and I have volunteered to like help run the new team with other people, other parents as well. But like when things kind of started rolling in the summer, we knew we needed to kind of step up and try to help things move along because they weren't moving very quickly. So that has been our whole summer. It's been like trying to form this team, and like it's all parents. All parents have to do this stuff. So like this is not like you don't have like a coach that runs things, and you don't have anybody with like any like real experience that runs these. It's all just parents floundering through the mess of trying to make this work. So the season officially starts tomorrow. So this summer we've been building our team. So that took up a lot of time. And then the kids are in scouts, and then Emily had cross country practice, and then we've had musical instruments and stuff. So it's just been, and the kids were home all summer. They did not go to day camps. So every year they've gone to day camp for the last many years. Last year was the first year they didn't go to day camp because they're older and they didn't want to go. And I can leave the house if I needed to go shopping and stuff with them. But it was very difficult. I couldn't get anything done without being interrupted. Phone calls. Oh, someone needs something. Try to practice the piano. Oh, someone needs something. Oh. Doorbell rings, like knitting, crocheting, it just didn't happen very much. So that is the spiel. I'm recording to you from my living room because, number one, my little co-host is here, Sadie. Number two, the main reason, my craft room is an absolute explosion, disaster, needs to be cleaned. So until I can get it, I don't even have a chair. My chair is covered in stuff. So like I have no place to sit. I don't have a lot to share today. It was more of just like, let's test the waters and see if we can get this done. I've not worked on a lot all summer. I'm still working on projects that you've seen back in the spring. So I will show off some progress of that, but I really don't have a ton. For being like, it's been a whole summer, I don't have a ton. But we will jump into it. You can find me on social media as the Cat Lady. I have Facebook, Instagram, Facebook. I used to dye yarn. I still want to dye yarn, but again, it's just the whole balance of fitting things in. That's the problem. Plus, I'm not a good business person, so I'm not good at marketing and stuff like that. And so like, I'm nervous. I get like, my brain just goes through these like, oh, I really want to do it. And then I like get down like, oh, you're not gonna be able to do it. You can't do it. And like, it's never gonna work. You're gonna be stuck with like all this yarn again and blah, blah, blah. And so it's a constant struggle. So we'll see eventually. But I will start with the things that you did see and show you their progress. And then I have a couple things that you haven't seen. So what you did see is I was working on a dress, and it was like kind of a prototype freestyle. I like it. I mean, I don't like love it, but I think it just needs to be worn. I need to like try it on, like in, you know, fix my hair and wear the appropriate shoes and like actually like wear it like that I would wear it. Because it's like when I put it on with my socks on and my hair a mess, I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's not 100% finished. I need to add some buttons. But originally this was supposed to be a long dress, and I started it to make it long, and it wasn't working. So then I ripped it back and kept it shorter. So this is it's going to be hard to show, of course, but here's the top. I need a button, which I have one. I'll show you. Button to button in the back around my neck. And then it comes down here as like a halter. And we have like a meshy part along the stomach area. And then the back will also, I think I'm just going to put a button in the back. Originally I was going to try like a corset lace up, but I don't think it needs it. I think it just needs a button loop and a button to hold the button. So then this will be like kind of a keyhole looking section. And then the bottom is this like skirt area, which so it's all wrinkled now. I have already washed it. It does need to be like steamed a little bit more, run through the dryer again to get the wrinkles out. But originally I had made this lace section, like I started making it really long. It's got a little slit in it somewhere there, right there. Use the weave in the ends. There it is. And I started making it long, and it just like looked weird. This part was too kind of floofy. So then this part kind of pulled in, and then it just got too heavy and like pulled down on the center. So after I ripped out, like I had gotten down to like this far, probably past my knees. Now it's like a little above my knee. So it's a perfect little cocktail dress length. My plan is to wear it to Rhinebeck. And I was gonna just kind of punk it up a little bit, I guess you could say, with some black tights and some like burgundy combat boots. And yeah, but then that leaves my sleeves open, which if it's cold, so that's fine if it's warm, which last year I wore a dress and it got hot and it was, so it was fine. It was like the meshy dress, and I had like so I actually got warm in that. So it is acrylic, so it will get warm. So if it's warm outside, it might still get a little hot, but at least I wouldn't wear the tights and I would have the open top and back. If it's cold though, I needed a backup plan. So I'm going to switch gears and show you what I'm working on right now, because it's just a quick project to wear over top if it's cold. So this is going to be, and if not, I'm just going to wear it as, it's just going to be part of a wardrobe piece, I guess, but it's going to be a cloak or a hooded cape basically. So right now it looks kind of like shawl, but it's just going to go around like that, and it needs to have a hood. But yeah, I've actually just finished the increases, and now I'm just going to go flat until I get it to length I want, which I'd like to get it to where it covers my arms essentially. So it will just be a hooded cape thing. So we'll see but I liked the burnt orange kind of color to bring in the fall. If I'm wearing burgundy boots and it's black and brown, I think it'll be fine. So it will probably need a little clip here of some sort. I don't know how exactly the hood's gonna work yet. I have 2 balls of this. This is all of it is made with Lion Brand Pound of Love. So both the brown and the black, same with this. All from Joann's. I got those on clearance. These ones I think were on sale. Had a coupon or something. All made with size H hook. This is a pattern I will link below. It's a YouTube tutorial I have found and followed. That's what I've been working on regularly. So that is, but this is done except for the buttons. So that is that. Another thing that you've seen, I believe you saw this one. Boy, now I don't remember. Maybe you didn't see this one. Yes, you did. I wanted to work on a ombre colored like duster, long, oversized cardigan. And it is getting there. So this is all put together. So that's the length I have. I need the border. So we'll need like a whole collar and border. So I'll add a little bit of length to it. It's the front. So yeah, I want it to have like a big shawl, kind of shawl collar. Sleeves, that's where I stopped. I stopped at the sleeves because the sleeves, and the sleeves will kind of balloon and have a little cuff is the plan. So they'll kind of cinch in and be like a puffy sleeve, but with a cuff. I am getting close to running out of yarn, and this one I have other yarn, but I have to like color match so that I can get my sleeves to match. So what I did is the back used about 1 skein, and I just used it. I didn't go crazy to try to match the front, but I matched the front panels. So both the front panels are the same, but they don't match the back. So it wasn't that matchy-matchy, but matchy-matchy enough. And then the sleeves are the same. So I'm trying to get the sleeves to match. So I need to do yarn management. So that's why this kind of went on hold for a while, because I was doing yarn management and just haven't gotten back to it. This is, what is it? Karen Jumbo Ombre yarn. Where's the hook? Oh, with a L hook, 8mm hook, and pattern. I will link the pattern. It is a pattern that was on just a website that I adapted. I sort of followed it. I pretty much followed it, but I did not follow it for the sleeves because the sleeves were also made flat and then seamed. I don't like seaming. Now there is like, you can see where I worked in the round, but it's not that noticeable. So, I mean, I feel like it's only noticeable if I point it out. So that's where, because it's a moving seam, it like spirals. But once it's on and I'm wearing it, I don't think it's going to be like super duper noticeable. And then, oh, here's the buttons for my dress. So this one would go in the back of the neck, and then this one will go towards the bottom. Hopefully they're not too big. I think they're going to be okay. They'll be okay. So I need to make like a loop. So for this one, I think I need it to, I don't know exactly what I need to do yet. Hopefully it'll just fit through a double crochet. This one I need to make, I think, a button loop and then loop it. So we shall see. But I'm running out of time because Rhinebeck is coming up very quick. I am going. I'm supposed to be going with a friend, hopefully. She said she could go, but, you know, she's also got small kids and whatever, so I know things change last minute. So the plan is that we're going together. My plan is also we're going to drive, like I did last year, drive 2 days. So we drive on a Thursday and Friday. Come in at a reasonable time Friday instead of me coming in at 8 o'clock at night on Friday. So we'll come in around Friday afternoon, be able to hang out a bit, and then go to the festival on Saturday, and then go to the festival on Sunday, because I've never been on Sunday, and then, which is also my birthday. So, and then drive halfway Sunday afternoon, and get home Monday. So it should be leisurely, laid back, only like 6 hours of driving a day, which is amazing compared to 12. So that is the plan. Other things I've made, I made this, and this was kind of a whim, and here it is. Okay. So this is it's called the the Forest Fae vest, I believe, is the pattern that it's adapted from. It has some modifications. So the original pattern, I will link below, is Forest Fae vest by Forever Wandering on Ravelry. And then there were adaptations made from Star Lily Creations. who has a very big Instagram following, and she sells these at music festivals and art festivals and stuff. And originally I was thinking I would try to sell it because she was asking people to make things to sell on one of her pages on Facebook because she's getting so many requests and she can't make them all for people. So, however, hers, and a lot of hers have like fringe, which I do feel like this needs the fringe. It is cute without the fringe. I did try it on and it fits me. It's kind of a small, medium size right now. It's got this really pretty motif in the back. This is Mandala yarn made with an H hook. I think I would go up a hook size actually to make it a little more flowy. And I feel like it needs the fringe though. So I don't know. But I did put on a shell border instead of fringe, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to try to sell it and if I'm going to put fringe on it or not. So, but it's got like a bodice lace, I think, and I think actually I want to lace it the other way so the bow, the tie is on the top. But it's cute, and I have yarn to make more of them because I have a lot of this Mandala yarn that I had no purpose of having. Oh, I bought it for my sock machine, or for my Addy crank machine. But it's just been sitting there. And this was one skein of Mandala to make this small, medium size. So it's very airy because the stitches kind of stretch out. So that's that. And that's it. That's all I've been making. So right now I'm just working on that cape. In other things, though, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw I dyed some yarn. Is my cat still there? Yeah, she's still there. If you follow Andy the Knitress, she's done this thing called Just Add Color. This is year 2, and I did it last year. And this was last year's. So the prompt was dyeing a skein of yarn, and she gave you 3 colors. So the last year's 3 colors were purple, green, and gray. And it was specific. So it was like Kelly green, lilac, and twilight gray or something like that. Dharma colors, and she had jacquard colors as well. So this was last year, and she only needed 1 skein, and then I didn't bring the 2, but she took the yarn and then cranked it through her Speedster sock machine and made a tube. She made a hat, and then I made a sock tube to make a pair of socks, which I still haven't touched because I was going to try to make maybe fingerless mitts out of it, and I just haven't done anything. So this was last year's. Just I made 2 because I sent 1 and I kept 1. So and I called this Lilac in the Storm. In the Storm? Of the Storm. Looks like I had a typo. Lilac in the Storm, I'm assuming. This one I don't remember what I named it. This is this year's. If you go to her YouTube channel right now, she has a video showing off all the yarn, so this is not a secret anymore. So this was my yarn submission out of all of them, and this year's colors were black, true black, sapphire blue, and either salmon or tangelo, depending on Dharma versus jacquard dyes. And she sent me the salmon because I did not have any. I had the blue and the black. I did not have the salmon. And I really like how this turned out. This is super pretty. I really like it. I did not write down my recipe. I think I remember what I did. But I don't 100% remember. So, pretty sure. Pretty sure I used 1.5 grams for two skeins. I want to say I used 1.5 grams of each of the blue and the black, and then 0.25 grams of the orange to get the, and then layered it on, flipped it, did it again. I feel like I could recreate this. I'm excited to see what it knits up into her sock machine. She's gonna make a pair of socks out of it. So it was called something. If you watch her video, you'll see what it's named. It's called something at dusk or at dawn. Shadows at dawn. I think that's what it's called. But I love it, and I had so much fun dyeing. Unfortunately, my dye space is now being taken up by soldering space. My dye table turned into Jim's soldering table, which he hasn't used either. So both of us have this grand plan of doing things and hobbies, and we all both needed the table, so I let him use the table that I had downstairs for all the soldering stuff, so I had to like move it out of the way and cover it up and then dye my little pan with two skeins of yarn in it and then put all his stuff back. And he's like, I'm gonna get down there, and I'm like, I want to get down there, and here we are. Neither of us have gone down there. So, but that was fun. I enjoyed that. And so I'm on a hiatus from piano. I did start dusting off some old songs and poking around the piano yesterday and today because I do want to get back into lessons. I took a break over the summer because I was just like, we were either gone or I couldn't practice because, again, they were like kids in and out of the house all day long. So I didn't do a lot of piano, but I will be getting back into the piano. So I will share snippets if I'm doing this thing. Other than that, we went to Disney World. So that was our like summer final hurrah. We drove, which was, oh my God. It was, honestly, everything went great, but like, oh shoot, I should have brought my BUC-EES stuff. If you have not heard of BUC-EES, oh my gosh, we are like totally BUC-EE obsessed now. It is a huge gas station, basically. So they're mainly in Texas, but there's a handful. There's like 2 in Tennessee, 2 in Georgia, or no, maybe 1 in Tennessee, 2 in Georgia, like, and 2 in Florida, but different parts of Florida. But on our way down 75, we kept seeing signs for BUC-EES. And we're like, well, we have to stop now. And I had sort of heard of it. Well, we had heard of it on like another podcast, like we were calling. And so we're like, okay, we're going to stop. Oh my God. It was huge. It was clean. The bathrooms were meticulous. There was 120 gas pumps. We didn't need gas though. They had like a carving station with like brisket and pulled pork. And they had like a jerky area and a bakery and everything. So the kids got little BUC-EES stuffed animals. I got a shirt. It's a Halloween. I just wanted a generic BUC-EES shirt. Just like they had a red shirt with the logo on it. And that's what I wanted. But all they had was 3X. It was either youth sizes or 3X. And I might have been able to squeeze into a youth extra large. I don't know. But wasn't going to go there. So I got a Halloween shirt, which is kind of funny. If I think about it, I'll put a picture of it. And then we got, what else did we get? We didn't get a lot the first time. We didn't get a lot. The kids got their stuffies. I got a shirt. I got my friend a shot glass. And yeah, that was about it. But then on the way home, we're like, we're going to stop at BUC-EES because it wasn't too far from our hotel halfway point. So we like drove through, after we left Disney, we drove into Georgia. We stayed the night and then we drove home. We were going to pass a different BUC-EES. I think it was a different one. Yeah, it was because it was still in Georgia. The first one we stopped at was in Kentucky. I'm getting my geography confused. Might have been Kentucky, not Tennessee. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So we stopped into the second BUC-EES on the way home and we loaded up with like all these breakfast sandwiches and beaver nuggets, and I got chapstick and Band-Aids. And then Jim got a stuffy for our room because we collect little stuffed animals too. So we got a BUC-EE beaver stuffed animal now. And yeah, we went crazy. And we got all the BUC-EE stuff. And then we said, this is our breakfast. And then we're going to have lunch. Like we saved, like we bought extra sandwiches and fruit cups for the kids and blah, blah, blah. So and jerky. So I felt like we kind of joked to like BUC-EES is the Disney World of gas stations. So, hey, it's me again. I figured instead of just popping in pictures of the BUC-EES stuff, I will show you my BUC-EES haul real quick. So this is my shirt. So it's a Halloween shirt, which I love Halloween, so this is fine. So we got BUC-EE in a purple hat. I guess I should show you the original. That's okay. You'll see in a minute. And then the back says, if you've got it, haunt it. So if you drive down the freeway and you see all the BUC-EES signs, they're all very like, meet me at the jerky bar, or kind of like funny kind of puns on things, or like, what was it? I can't remember all the specific ones, but they were funny. So they always made us laugh, as the billboards were just as fun. So coming into, and they were like hundreds of miles away. So it'd be like, meet me at the jerky bar, BUC-EES, 131 miles away. So here is BUC-EE, the stuffy. And there is his official logo. So this is our BUC-EE. So we have 3 BUC-EES in the house now because each kid got one. And then on the way home, Jim got one. I got a sticker. We got stickers too, but I got an extra sticker with my t-shirt. I just had to. And I shared this on Instagram, but BUC-EE Band-Aids. Let BUC-EE make it all better. I'm just waiting to get a paper cut so I can use one of these. My BUC-EE chapstick, and it is sweet mint. It's actually very, very good. And then the Bucky shot glass. I got one for me and one for my friend because she collects shot glasses. It's a beaver! Like, I don't know. It just makes me laugh. I love it. And then this is like the prized possession of Bucky's beaver nuggets. And they are pretty much like corn pops. If you remember the cereal corn pops, they're just like puffed corn flavored sweet cereal. But these are covered in like brown sugar. So like extra sweet, and they're very good. We bought 2 bags. So this is the second bag that we're saving for maybe either Halloween or Christmas or something. They don't expire until... let's see. Oh, okay, they expire around... Oh, no, yeah, by January. Okay, I can't read that. I don't know why I keep thinking it's already 2024 when it's still 2023, and like time is already going by way too fast, yet I'm just like adding time. So looking at this, I'm like, oh, no. So January 2024. So we can serve these for Christmas or something. So that's my Bucky's haul. So just thought I would throw that in there. But Disney was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. The new Guardians of the Galaxy ride is amazing. We had so much fun. So it was a really good trip. It was super hot. The hurricane was originally looking like it was coming in towards Orlando. Did not, so it swung past. It was on our off day anyways. It was just windy and rainy, so we missed all that. It is a 19-ish, 18, 19-hour drive. So yeah, it was a long drive. So even breaking it up into 2 days, it was long. Our first day was like a 7-hour... I think we did 6 or 7 hours the first day, and then we did like 10, 11 the second day. So yeah, it was rough. It was good to be home, and we only had 1 day off before kids had to go back to school. So, but now the kids are back in school. They're both in middle school, which is crazy. And I am trying to figure out my new normal as far as scheduling and the kids' activities and everything. So it has only been a few days. So that is all I have. I'm going to keep working on my cape. That is like my priority, and I need to put the buttons on my dress and figure out, because like I need to wear, like, since it's backless, I need to wear like those like push-up stick-on bra things. How many times can I grab my boobs? Which I have some that I wore with one of my other dresses before. So I was gonna try to not wear anything at all, which I think I could, but like I feel like it needs the little bit of a lift to, it just needs that lift. So I think I need to lift the girls a little, and yeah, so I just need to figure that out and determine if that's what I'm going to wear to Rhinebeck or not. I could also finish my duster. I don't know, maybe I'll finish my duster and I can wear that on Sunday. I don't know, I'm being overly ambitious because I've never been 2 days now, so I don't have 2 outfits. So stay tuned. If you're going to Rhinebeck, drop me a line. I'd like to be able to meet everybody and see everybody, and just I'm looking forward to a good time. I haven't been to any festivals since last Rhinebeck. So obviously I'm trying not to buy yarn anyways, so like besides buying specific things for projects, but that's it. I'm rambling. It's almost been a half hour, which is like, this is my sweet spot. I like to keep things under a half hour. So with that, I will say farewell. Hopefully I'll be back next week. So this will be the plan. But again, it depends on how much stuff I get done. I feel like I've probably forgot to talk about things, but like, again, it's like I'm trying to cram a whole summer into 25 minutes. So, but again, there was like, it was like chaotic, but not like super eventful. I mean, we had a few family trips, but like, it was just was. It was just, that's all. So I will stop. I will catch up with you next time. I hope you get to craft all the things.